Well, my name is John Turner. I live over in Virgin with my wife and 2 children.
My name is Mandy St. Hilaire, and I'm originally from the wider region of Portland, Maine. And I found out about Metta Earth actually through an email on one of the listservs at UVM last April.
My name is Peter Huntington. I come from the coast of Maine and I'm a student at the University of Vermont. This spring I'll be graduating, so I'm kind of wrapping things up here with my studies and getting ready to jump into the real world.
For a while I was kind of lost. I was in Iraq a couple times as an infantryman back in 2003 and through 2007, and never was properly shown how to be a civilian again. And so through art and through poetry and through ceremony was, reaching that desired goal more and more each day. And after hearing initially about Metta Earth, I always kind of kept them in the back of my head. And then I was at the bakery in Bristol and saw a flyer for their leadership training last year and felt a strong urge to reach out to Metta Earth. And after meeting Jillian, knew that it was a right fit, that it was something that I would be able to benefit from and others would be able to benefit from just through the teachings that were being practiced here. And I was really drawn to the animal husbandry and to the eco-activism and just finding different methods to feel at home again.
One of the major areas where we've gone astray, I guess I could say, or we've lost a sense of connection is in our connection to community and our connection to food. We all need to eat, we all need one another. And so we're striving and exploring actively how we can strengthen those ties, interacting in this small town of Lincoln and in this region. We feel that vitality comes in connection, comes in knowing where your food comes from and that the food is close at hand. And the same with our community, that we know one another, we care for one another when there's a need. And so I think that that's one of the primary actions that we can take here.
The highlight is being able to come here, just have this effect that I get to go to UVM and have a space like this to come to if I need to be grounded and to revisit myself and the path that I'm trying to go on. It's nice to have that place here in Vermont away from the college, but I'd say a highlight for me is truly the energy that I feel when I come here, because I am a very high energy person and it makes me a little bit wired and stressed out, and I'm always kind of ready for the next thing, and I'm always planning out my days, and that can be a really stressful way of living. And when I come here, it's easier for me to remember to breathe, and it's easier for me to remember why I'm having all of these plans and dates and things that I'm doing outside of places like this, because then when I come back, I realize that it's because I'm trying to create the opportunity for me and for other people to be able to come here more. And that's kind of what I took away, is really the groundedness and the feeling that I get when I'm here is I want that for other people too.
Yeah, I think one of the most formative experiences that I had at Metta Earth was really realizing that the thoughts and the ideas and the theories and the concepts that I had been studying for so long and thinking about in purely kind of theoretical, removed terms could actually be lived out and could actually make a difference in not only the lives of the people living them and the landscape that they're on, but in everyone else that they're affecting. And I was a member of that community, going to Metta Earth and having a chance to really practice these theories, a form of praxis, was very powerful and continues to be.
I think that everything that's going on here is really a wonderful thing. They apply yoga and meditation, they apply old practices that our ancestors utilized for their own, survival. And it's not anything that's difficult. I mean, it's hard work, but it's not difficult. And when you see how simply you can accomplish something, and the fact that you're doing it with your own 2 hands, kind of gives you, I don't want to say ownership, but this sense of accomplishment that you worked with this massive beast of a cow, which is really one of the most gentle creatures you can come by. And you worked with these little sheep, and they provided you with wool and this it's like you're working with the earth in a way that I feel that our hands are intended to work with it, and to not be so reliant on machinery and someone else to do our deeds, you know. And after leaving here, I really had this strong desire to really move forward.
So what we're trying to do here, what we're exploring here, is how we can find our choice points around social activism and addressing what's going on in the world. And there are such huge issues addressing the world and the population that each one of us can really effectively simply make the choices that affect us day to day. And so we're looking actively at our food and where our food comes from, and our energy in our own body and our thoughts, and how we cultivate an awareness and a compassion, how we cultivate a sense of connection to everything around us. And those are very active practices that happen, woven throughout the day of a farm life and through the retreat center.
One thing that's really carried with me since my time at Metta Earth has been a new understanding of life and life systems and how they're interconnected. And it's really changed my understanding of how my personal sphere of influence can really reach out and affect others.